Alright guys, so yep, we are at Toowoomba. This is the Lifeline Furniture Superstore. It's on Harry Street. Never been here. I'm not even from here. Let's have a look. Finally something in my size. By the way guys, I really appreciate the fact that you are following and having a bit of fun with our travels through Queensland. If you have a mind to do so, I would love if you guys could become channel members. It starts at like $2 a month. What did you see?
Foo dogs. The foo dogs.
Yeah, get them. How much are they? Oh, Ali. Did you see these guys? Like I've said to you guys before in the past, sorry if the mic just burst out a little bit then, I was a bit close, I'm not going to fix it though. Some of that pottery in particular, or ceramics I should say, particular the Japanese stuff, can be worth good money. These guys happen to know that there. You can see it's curated, it's behind the cabinet, so they had good money on those. And you know, at the end of the day I want to sell that stuff, not keep it, so it was a bit too expensive. G'day, how are you? I was just curious as to how much the, I couldn't see prices on the deer at the front and the little salt and pepper shakers, please. I didn't know if it was look in or ask. Yeah, they're cool. And this little guy here, please.
So they've got 15 for the pair, and he's got 40.
Okay. Absolutely screw those prices. I'd be wanting to sell them for that, if not more. No deal, no deal. And sorry, that one had
Sweet little
$40 on it.
I know somebody else with lots of dollars is going to snap that, but it ain't going to be me.
Thank you for letting me look,
Thank
mate.
you.
I appreciate that. So, Ali has spoken. We are not getting the ceramics, and yeah, just way too much. Every now and then we'll try to politely let people know that the price is a bit out of whack. It doesn't always work, and as you're going to see at the end of this particular video, unless I didn't film it, these guys are so out of touch. It was really disappointing, to be honest. Yeah, anyhow, I do voiceovers in real time. No idea what's going to happen next. For God's sake, shut up. I'm doing a YouTube. Should Jesus be for sale? Well, I guess everything else is. Alrighty, so this area was neat enough. As I've said in several of the videos, a lot of the oppos in Queensland, or at least in Toowoomba, and I noticed that today I'm voicing over, but I was in Coolangatta, and they do have pretty good displays of books compared to a lot of the places in Victoria. Some games here, ended up not taking any of them. They just weren't popular ones. And also, you just saw the price. That was a bundle for $25, but nothing really worth grabbing. Now, do bear in mind, guys, I'm not picking up everything, and even some of the stuff I would normally be buying, I didn't get because it's got to go on a plane. Alright, so shuffling through the ceramics there, unless there was something outstanding, I wasn't going to have a bar of it, but it was always good to look. Oh, whose legs are those? They're mine, I believe. Well, I actually know, because they're mine, okay. Having a look here, they had some clearance stuff. I think it was like 5 for $10 or some such nonsense. I didn't get that guy, he went back. Clowns sometimes go well. People like creepy clowns, because creepy's cool, creepy sells. But just coming up here, this is something I found I was pleased with. So it's a weird looking horse, Japanese ceramics, relatively intact, clearly very, very old, and only $2. We snap that up every day of the week, guys. That stuff will sell. Make sure you get it if you see it. And I don't know, something like that, I think, you know, being conservative, I would say that would sell for $30 to $40 minimum, simply because of the fact that people who are into horses, I hate to say it like this, they tend to have money because horses are expensive. So yeah, if they've got horses and they want horse related stuff, they're going to be paying out the big bickies for it. Alright, making our way through here. Now I gave that one to Ali because that's more her sort of thing. And sometimes some of that stuff, which I do love, it may sit on one of our shelves for a little bit too. We both like the same stuff in that regard. Checking out the books. There's a Scream series there, I think. I've got a few in that series for personal, but I didn't grab anything from that little pile there today. Just the stuff doesn't sell well, so there's really no point. And get out of my way, lady. Oh my god, every time I turn, you're in my way. By the way, this is a voiceover. I'm not really telling you to get out of my way now. I'm certainly thinking it though. I already realised this would be a misery for me not being alphabetised.
I know.
It's like, I'd love to find Stephen King.
I know.
I don't know where to look.
Because I actually do, on my phone, I have all the books of what I've got in the order and what I'm still looking for.
That's
and what
brilliant.
size I need them.
You do use Goodreads?
I do.
Fantastic.
I do. But yes, it's a bit the same. I actually take a picture.
I know. The OCD in me wants to start alphabetising.
I do it in our local news agents for their books and just shake their head when I come.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Because I've got to be in series order.
Do you hand them an invoice when you're done?
No, I don't. I should just take a book as I go, but I don't do that.
You should do that, most definitely. It's called theft in most places, but it's fine.
Probably. I don't think I'd be very popular.
Look at me talking as I'm one of the locals. Just palavering. But it did frustrate me. Just alphabetise the books, guys. Make some bloody laminated A to Zs. Chuck them in the right spot. You'll find your books a lot faster when they're alphabetised because people look for their favourite authors. And especially what the Uniting does, where they, I don't know if your local Uniting op shop does, but they colour code them. And it sucks. Such a bad way of displaying things. I cannot buy a book from one of those Uniting oppos. I can't stand it. It's too hard to look at stuff. It's poorly presented. I don't care if it looks like a rainbow. I mean, that looks cute, but at the end of the day, don't you want to raise money? Like that, it just kills me. It's so hard to sort through them. Yes, Tory of the past, I agree. It is difficult. First world problems, they're so hard. I'm struggling. Are you? Yes, I am. Okay, bad luck. And to be honest, at the moment, I'd only be buying stuff that I want to actually read or take with me. We're going to keep that little horse we found. That was another one of those Japanese ceramic pieces that I was telling you about. And just up here is one of those things. It's stuff that drives me nuts. It's like, it's an op shop. But you'll see what I'm about to complain about in 2 seconds. And here we go. It's cool, but 15? I can go to the supermarket and get one. Just kidding. Not really. And I do think that is where some of the op shops are losing touch with the stuff that they've got in there. They got it for free. The person donating it probably just wants it to sell to help someone who, you know, help the suicide prevention hotline, which is what Lifeline's meant to be there for. And they whack $15 onto a bloody Vegemite jar. You know, there is something really wrong with that. In fact, even though Vegemite might be our national spread, there's something particularly un-Australian about the pricing on that jar. It would still be worth a lot more than that, but I ain't spending it. I have to keep saying to myself, Tori, we're just doing this to have fun and see if we can find some examples of what you get in Queensland op shops from the perspective of someone who lives in, you know, a couple of 1,000 kilometres away. And it is bizarre, but there is a different feel to these op shops than what I'm used to back home in Geelong. I do think it's cool that they've got the furniture up the back. A lot of the places are opting out of furniture now, which is bloody criminal. But at the end of the day, they are businesses. Maybe it's not, I don't know, worthwhile. That's kind of cute. I'm kind of glad that Lifeline does do furniture. Sometimes they have pieces that are affordable for people who need them. Let's have a look over here. Now, I don't know how I'm going to treat this, guys. I don't know if you guys are just, what your attention span's like. Do I do these as half-hour videos where I'm hitting a few shops? Do I do them as separate small videos that you're getting a bit of content? I did them as smaller videos. You know, each day I'll try to pop something up there that I can help you at least waste 5 minutes of your day with me. I'll think it over. I'll ask some of the other guys and we'll go from there. But I'll make sure you're getting something, and if I see stuff of value or information I can share with you, of course I'll do that too. Someone turned down that shithouse music. Not for sale. Then take it off the shelf. I do sometimes find stuff like that funny. It's like, you don't want to sell it? Well, don't put where I can see it. But now I want it. I don't, but I could. And if I did, then Uncle Flip would have his way. Guys, don't forget, if you're enjoying what you are seeing, we have channel memberships available. Cheap's chips, $2 upwards. Get early access to the videos, thrifting tips, reselling tips. And yeah, it just lets me do stuff like this coming out from Geelong to op shop for you. Now, in case I don't go back to it, that pink teapot set, that had $250 on it. Wow. But no, this is pretty neat. Big area. Prices are pretty reasonable, except for the fact that it looks... Oh, that's a shame. Those are awesome, but they know they're awesome. If I'm right, that style, it's called a Toby jug. Your grandparents probably had them, or your younger people, your great-grandparents would have had them. They are super cool. Someone here does know their ceramics though. It's borderline what you'd be paying to sort of sell it at. You'd have to be very confident. Yeah. See, this is where it kind of falls apart a little bit on the expensive side for an Oppo. Those cats are cool, but they're not $30 a pair cool. And the fact that's literally that $18 cup, that's a mass-produced mug for the brand Teapot, which is part of the Cotton On group. I don't know if that's a thing up in Queensland, but in Geelong, or Victoria, it's common. But that's where the head office is. So for us, it isn't that special. It may be that it's a good brand up here. And that's the cool thing about when you're op shopping, things do change from place to place. There's some neat stuff in here. If I was living around here, I'd be getting a lot of cool stuff from here. Some of these old wind-up toys can be worth good money if they're genuine. That one there, super cool with the teddy bear on the front. Bloody neat. Alright, I do cover it briefly. I did scoot ahead just in case. Long story short, my mother-in-law wanted the teapot set for personal. She's not a reseller, and so it was $250. I offered $200 for it, and we were buying another $80 worth of stuff, and they would have got $280 for stuff that they got given for free. That money could have gone towards a suicide hotline, but instead the manager of this particular Lifeline, oh hello legs, this particular manager decided that you know, to say no and do the hotline out of some immediate cash. And so we bought a little bit and then we bailed. Alright guys, so that wraps up Lifeline. Sorry if you're seeing my face too closely. For the most part, not too bad. They had some cool stuff in there. Some of the ceramics were quite expensive. A teapot set for $250, offered $200, was knocked back. And I don't know about in Queensland, but in Victoria, the suicide calls are $39 each. So you'd take whatever money you could for free stuff. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the shopping. Hope you're enjoying the Geelong-Flipper in Queensland. Like, subscribe, become a channel member, and all that sort of fancy stuff. You dig? All right. Now, I'm putting these out as short videos. Decided to do it that way. So I'm going to another Oppo. So you'll see me wearing the same stuff. And the Beastie Boys rock. But I do wash my clothes, okay? It just doesn't look like it.